Well, people, it is the day. It is September 21st of 2025. And let's say it like this. Another day the Lord has made, and let us be glad in it. The actual celebration, the nationwide and worldwide memorial of Charlie James Kirk. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friend Chad Pierce. Welcome again to my channel. Sunday, the 21st, again, of 2025. I have 9:27 in the a.m. I got up early this morning, and I pondered today. I had a feeling I would do something on Charlie Kirk. But little did I know I would discover something that I had not thought of. Are you ready for this? That Charlie Kirk's wife, Kamala Harris, and the late Jackie Kennedy are twined. People, in order for this to happen, this has got to be in a deeper realm beyond ours. Just want to tell God, thank you for the gift. There are other things here I will show you, but just concentrate. Just concentrate. What you're looking at here is a gathering of people from across the United States, and I'm sure the world, coming to pay their respects. Again, Charlie James Kirk. Will they be the signs of the clues, the codes, the colors, the combination time and conclusion? There are certain people that will speak today, and I'm sure, again, there will be signs. There will be signs. As I am able to decode, then I'll do a follow-up video. We'll see as key people pay their respects and certain remarks will be made.
To you, I'm Stephanie Quinn. Time right now is 7:56 Eastern, 4:56 Pacific. And on this Sunday morning, we do want to start off with remembering Charlie Kirk. His memorial service will take place later on today in Arizona. This is a live look right here of the State Farm Stadium, and that is where tens of thousands of mourners are expected to attend Charlie Kirk's memorial service. The service itself is set to begin at 2 p.m. Eastern time and will take place here at State Farm Stadium, which is the home of the NFL's Arizona Cardinals. That is west of Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. That is where Charlie Kirk's Turning Point organization is based. Security, as you can imagine, is expected to be incredibly tight, with a similar level of federal law enforcement presence as for the Super Bowl or other high-profile events. Scheduled speakers at the service include President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard. Also, Donald Trump Jr., Tucker Carlson, and White House aides Stephen Miller and Sergio Gore are also slated to speak. Longtime worship leader Chris Tomlin will provide the music, along with other major names in contemporary Christian music, including Brandon Lake, Phil Wickham, and husband.
Now, when I watched the press secretary of Donald J. Trump, she said there were 2 plane loads of Donald J. Trump, cabinet and other members who are going to this. As I think about what happened during the Kennedy Dallas, November 22nd of 1963, that day, that dark day when Kennedy was slain, The Vice President Johnson was there. He made some phone calls, and it was reported that Congress thought it was best that he be sworn in. So they swore him in, that is Johnson, on the plane. Do you think they should have both the Vice President and the President there? I know that Charlie was instrumental in influencing many, perhaps millions, to vote for Donald J. Trump. The movement was real. And also, J.D. Vance, they were very close. In fact, J.D. and his wife, the Air Force Two, they brought the body, the casket, here. But what do you think? Should both be there? These are turbulent times, people. Very, very, very turbulent times. I know security is at the max, but should they both be there? We will, man, I don't even want to ponder the thought, but we will re-examine this, possibly. Now, Christie spoke after her husband died, right? She spoke. That would have been the 12th, right? Erika spoke after her husband died. That was on the 12th. Turning Point USA was founded. We have June 5th of 2012. Erika became CEO on the 18th of this month. You guys remember her speech. She did say she would not let this Turning Point movement die. No pun intended. Look at 9/18. That's the day she was appointed CEO. 9/18. On 6/5, that is Turning Point founding date, anniversary. People, the difference is 3/16. Like John 3:16, that's sacrifice. It's also 3/13, the day that Pope Francis became the Pope back in the day, 3/13 of 2013. If you watch enough of my decode, you see a repeat. People that are speaking, it's no doubt about it. 6/5, Turning Point founding date. 9/18, the day she became CEO, and it's called sacrifice. Is that what Charlie Kirk was? And is there something going to happen today? And is that what happened to Pope Francis, where he sacrificed? Now look at this here. Here's your receipts, 3/13/2013. Pope Francis became Pope. Charlie Kirk's birthday. Rest in peace. October 14, 2024, Charlie Kirk's last birthday. 9/18 is the day that his wife became CEO of Turning Point USA. The difference is 48 weeks. What does 48 remind you of? Remember last year on 4/8 of 2024, there was an X, that is an eclipse that came over the earth? Well, my friend, today there is a deep partial solar eclipse as well. Isn't that something? So when you take 4/8 of 2025 anniversary of the solar eclipse last year, in relation to today, another eclipse, 9/21, The difference is 514. On May 14th, Israel became a nation, people. This thing is fitting too well. Is it a warning? 514, Israel became a nation. They want this two-state solution, or do they not? What do you think? Now look, here's Christie's birthday, the same as Joe Biden. 11/20/1988 is her birthday. Here's Kamala Harris' birthday, October 20th. 11/20. Erika, keep calling her Christy for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway, Erika's birthday, 11/20. Kamala, 10/20. People, the difference is 4-4. Barack Obama was the 44th president. Between their two birthdays is 4 weeks and 4 days, exactly. Now, remember when Gerald Ford gave a speech back in the day, and he said that there would be a female president, but through unusual circumstances, not your traditional circumstances? That was 10/18 of 2024 anniversary when he said that. He said that on October 18th of 1989. Now, why am I bringing this to a forefront? I'm thinking that Erika Kirk is symbolic of Kamala Harris, and she precedes Harris. She's CEO now, and she becomes president later through unusual circumstances. It's deep, y'all. I want you to follow. Now watch this. 10/18/2024 anniversary of Gerald R. Ford making that announcement. There'll be a female president in the future. 9/18 is when Erika became CEO of Turning Point. The difference is 111. Drop the mic. What is 111, Pearson? Well, it's April 21st. That's the day that the Pope died, people. It's also 48 weeks like the eclipse. It's also 336. And also on 11/1, what happened? The sole survivor of the airplane crash in India, he was sitting in seat 11A, A being the first letter of the alphabet, so that's 111. Let's pull up that date. What date was the India crash? That was June 12th, people, of 2025. June 12th of 2025. Let's look at something. This is deep. June 12th, 2025. I want to let's see what's going on. Let's see if there's a connection. June 12th. I want to say hot dog. I know, right? Today is what? 9/21. All right. 6/12. Everything's jumping around all of a sudden. 6/12. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, Lord, there it is right there. People, something's up. June 12th, 2025. Remember this crash? And we had one survivor. Remember him? I did a video on it. The sole survivor. He was sitting in seat 11A. That was 6/12 of 2025. Now you got 9/21/2025, the actual funeral of Charlie Kirk. The difference is 3/12. What is 3/12? Trump beat Kamala Harris 312 votes in the Electoral College. Is there a connection? Is there a connection? What else could I figure out with this thing? Wow, let me see if the 918 is there. 918 is the day she became CEO. 98 is 4/8, April 8th. And 910, the day that he died, 90 days, nothing there. People, this thing is kind of spooky, huh? All right, let's dive into this speech that Gerald Ford had that day.
Which is being held here at the Hoover facilities.
Mr. Ford, what advice would you give a young lady wanting to become President of the United States?
Well, I hope we do have a young lady at some point become President of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die. And the woman will become president under the law or constitution. And once that barrier is...
As I'm listening to this, people, this is really messing my head up, because Joe Biden's birthday is the same as Erika. Is there something coming? Her birthday is 11/20, people. Joe Biden's birthday is 11/20. She just became CEO. I'm gonna leave it alone, but we got major people here we're looking at. I want to say something, but I'm not gonna say it. Is she next? Kamala means lotus flower. Out of the lotus flower comes the sun god Ra. You know that, right? This is too deep for me this morning. Now look at this here. 11/5/2024. That's when Trump became president. And that's when Kamala Harris officially lost her job, because she didn't beat Trump in the election. That's the day she lost. 9/12 is when Erika made her announcement that Turning Point was going to continue. 9/12. The difference is 4/4/4. 4 and 4 is 8. 4. Barack Obama's birthday is August 4th. 3/1/2. Kamala Harris lost Electoral College. I think it speaks for itself. Then 6/5, what is that? That's Turning Point's founding date anniversary. 7/4 is when America was founded, anniversary 2024. That difference is 3/1/1/1 also, and 48, eclipse. Will something happen today, people? Then look, July 21st, 2024, Kamala Harris announced her official run for the President of the United States. Take 7/21/2024. 9/12 is when Erika made her announcement that Turning Point would continue. The difference is 11/22. What is 11/22? Kennedy was slain on 11/22. Now it's about to get deeper. Watch this, people. August 22nd, Harris spoke at the DNC. I was there here in Chicago. She accepted the presidential nomination. 8/22/2024. 9/18 is when Erika became CEO. You know what? That would be anniversary. That'd be 108. So let's make it the right way, because we might have some, we might not. I don't know why I did that. 822. So we're gonna scratch this. I don't see anything there. 918, 912. Okay, well, this is not good either. 822, Kamala Harris became vice president, became the nominee for Democratic Party after Joe Biden bowed out. 912 is when Christie said she's going to continue Turning Point USA. The difference is 55 weeks. Well, Julius Caesar died at 55 years old, did he not? Now, Joe Aquaviva, my partner in crime, he put this out a few weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, whatever. He showed that July 7th of 2019, that's when his movement was founded for his radio program, right? July 7th. Subtract that from the day he died, 9/10, you get 666. So let's look at July 7th. Take July 7, 2029. 11/20 is his wife's birthday. The difference is 194. I really want you to get this. Charlie Kirk's podcast, 7/7/2019. The same year, his wife's birthday is 11/20 of 2019. The difference is 19 weeks and 4 days. What is 194? The 194th day of the year, people, is July 13th. That's when Trump, they said, got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. I know you got chills, right? Now look, like I said, I believe Jackie Kennedy, which is JFK's wife, and Kamala Harris, Vice President, United States, I believe they're twined to Erika Kirk. Her birthday, July 28th. Her death date is May 19th. Take May 19th, 1994, from 11/20/1993, the exact birthday of Erika Kirk. The difference is 5/29. What's 5/29? That's JFK's birthday. Can I knock you over with a feather? Isn't that crazy? That I could literally take Erika Kirk's birthday and subtract it from the death of Jackie Kennedy, and I get the birthday of JFK. But not only that, 11/22/2025 is the anniversary of the death of JFK, and 9/10 is the death of Charlie Kirk. The difference is 2/16. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. That's Barack Obama's birthday. Many believe he's the Antichrist. All right, we're going to wrap it up now. This man here, they say, killed JFK. October 18th, that's his birthday. This man, they say, killed Charlie Kirk. His birthday is 4/16. Ready for this? 4/16/2026, 10/18/2025. The difference is 5/29. JFK. People, when you get it like this, where it fits so much like a glove, you really suspect something will happen today. And I'll show you something else. You see that 9/12/1953? 9/12/1953, that's when JFK was married. Well, 9/12 is the day that Erika Kirk said she's going to continue Turning Point USA. Charlie Kirk was married on 5/8 of 2021. On 5/8, that's when Pope Leo became the Pope. And on 8/22/2014, Kamala Harris was married. Also on 8/22, she accepted a DNC nominee as president, to run for president for the Democratic Party. My name is Crenshaw Pearson. We're going to see, right? We're going to see what transpires today. That flight from India, that's big, people. What a decode. God bless.